The unreliable electricity in Ghana warrants for either generator or now solar power. So in this video, we're going to look at the advantages of having your solar power or the old school generator. Some people might think that generator is cheaper with the upfront cost. Solar is more affordable in the long run when you look at the math. Generator is the old school way of doing things. So in Ghana, we have something known as Dunso, which means the light is going to go off at some point in your lifetime, right? Some places are worse than others where people experience prolonged period of light offs, right? If you have a business, you need a backup power. So back in the days, people would be using generators because solar just wasn't popular about 30 years ago, 20 years ago. That was the case, but not anymore. Now, in this video, we're going to explore the downside of using a generator and some advantages, not many. And then we're going to look at the upside of looking into investing in solar power in Africa. So in the developed countries where they don't have electricity problems, people are still buying solar systems. Why is that? Because solar systems reduces your electricity bill dramatically, and that's something that we all look for. And everybody is complaining about global warming now. So generators is the corporate. So the least you could do is to invest in your green energy. So a lot of people are actually going towards that. In the West, where it snows, it's very cold, they don't experience the sun like we do back home, they still do it. And they do not experience this doomsaw, the light off and on situation, and they still go for solar. A generator is cheaper to begin with. For a generator that produces about 12 kilowatts of power to the house, it's going to cost you about $8,000 upfront cost. But in the long run, you're going to be buying diesel every time you use it. You have to do your regular maintenance just like a car. So in the long run, you actually spend way more money as compared to solar. You could get a solar system that produces 12 kilowatts of power for about $14,000 to $15,000 along that range, including all the connections and everything. Before we continue this video, let me let you know that if you do want to install your solar in Ghana, look no further but Acadian Limited, which is a company that I co-founded. All these videos that you've seen on the screen of the solar systems were installed by us. Generators is not that expensive upfront as compared to solar. So solar is costing you $14,000 to get a 12 kilowatt system, and it's costing you only $8,000 to get a generator. Most people will say the generator is a no-brainer, they will go for it. But in the long run, the amount of money you spend for maintenance, the amount of money you spend on diesel, you're gonna outspend the person who invested in the solar. And the solar doesn't require any maintenance at all for the next 20 years. If you're using the lithium battery, which is what we use down here, the battery is the only thing you might have to upgrade in 20 years to come, and then you're good to go. The panels can last forever. And generators, of course, gonna run out at some point. Like, I don't think it can last you for 20 years. And if it does, you have to change that generator at some point as well. If you have a generator, this is the kicker. You only turn it on when there is no electricity, because who in their right mind will be turning on their generator when there's electricity, paying money in diesel? So you're not saving anything on electricity. You only need that generator for a backup. So when the electricity is not working, then you go and use your generator. But solar is a whole different ballgame. If you have the solar system, like my situation, the solar is constantly working. Whether there is light off or not, it's constantly working. I barely spend $20 a month on electricity sometimes. Can you believe that on such a big house? There is no way that was going to be the case. I was going to be spending about $120 to $150 a month on electricity. But solar serves that. It saves you that money in the long run. I don't have to do any maintenance. I've had my solar for 3 years now, never done any maintenance on it. And then you are actually contributing to the betterment of the environment, as we all understand that global warming is a real situation now. It's bad, and we're trying to save our planet. So the least you could do is to contribute to the green energy, which is what solar does. You do not need diesel to power the house. All you need is the sun, and it's free for you. So I'm a die-hard solar fan. I'll pick it over generator any day. And not to mention, the generator is extremely loud when it's on. It's very loud, it's big and bulky. It's gonna take a portion of your land. Overall, you know, it's not something that's appealing at all. So solar all day. This is the reason why I will go for solar in Ghana. It's really not an option, especially if you lived in the West and you are, used to a certain lifestyle, constant electricity. So you need a generator or the solar. But you always want to go for the solar though, because Ghana is unreliable. The light will go off. It's a matter of when. And can you live without it? I can't, which is why I got myself the solar. So Look no further. Arcadian Limited, the link is always on all my videos in the description below. Reach out to us and we can, give you a call, talk about your solar plan and how we're going to go about it. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, kindly do so. Like this video as it helps with the algorithm. Comment, let me know what you think. And until next time, my friends, be legendary. Peace.